What if the fruit you eat every morning to stay healthy is actually speeding up aging, damaging your brain, and spiking your blood sugar worse than a can of soda? A major clinical study just found that people over 65 who regularly eat certain fruits face a 57% higher risk of developing metabolic syndrome, a serious condition that leads to stroke, diabetes, and heart failure. Even scarier? These fruits are marketed as good for digestion or great for energy, yet they might be silently draining your vitality every single day. Welcome back to Senior Health Boost, where we bring you clear, science-backed health insights designed to help you feel younger, stronger, and more energized, starting with what you put on your plate. Let's be real. Once we hit our 60s, everything changes. Our metabolism slows down, our cells grow more fragile, and our ability to process sugar declines. That means foods that used to be harmless, or even healthy, can suddenly become dangerous, especially when it comes to fruit. Yes, you heard that right. While fruit is often seen as a guilt-free snack, the truth is that not all fruits are created equal, especially for older adults. Some fruits may be aging your body faster, contributing to brain fog, or silently pushing your blood pressure and blood sugar levels higher and higher each day. But there's good news too. Mother Nature didn't just create troublemakers. She also packed some fruits with powerful compounds that can lower your blood pressure, strengthen your heart, and even rejuvenate your brain, helping it feel sharper and more alive than it has in years. In this video, we're revealing 4 fruits every senior should avoid, and 4 incredible fruits that can work wonders for your energy, longevity, and mental clarity. Make sure you stick around until the end, because the final fruit on the danger list is one of the most beloved, refreshing, and commonly eaten by older Americans. Yet, it might be robbing you of the very vitality you're trying to preserve. Before we dive in, we'd love to hear from you. Comment below and let us know where you're watching from. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Senior Health Boost. Your support helps us continue making impactful content for your health journey. Now, let's get into it. Coming in at number 4 on our list of must-have fruits for seniors is one you may not expect: avocados. Yes, believe it or not, avocados are technically classified as a fruit. And not just any fruit, they're one of the most powerful additions a senior can make to their diet. In a refreshing shift from the outdated thinking that all fat is bad, avocados are now recognized as a nutritional powerhouse, especially because of their fat. They're rich in monounsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid, which has been scientifically shown to lower harmful LDL cholesterol while increasing the good HDL cholesterol. For seniors who are managing heart health or aiming to avoid future cardiovascular trouble, this is a big deal. Balanced cholesterol means a lower risk of heart attacks, strokes, and dangerous plaque buildup, but that's just the beginning. Most people don't realize that avocados also pack an incredible potassium punch, with a single fruit containing around 975 milligrams, even more than a banana. Why does that matter? Because nearly 1 in 3 adults over 65 suffers from high blood pressure. And potassium is your body's natural antidote. It helps offset sodium, relax blood vessel walls, and promote healthy circulation. This can bring down your blood pressure naturally, often without medication. And let's not forget your vision. Avocados are rich in lutein, a powerful antioxidant that supports eye health and helps slow the progression of macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in older adults. But perhaps one of the most overlooked benefits of avocados is this: they supercharge your body's ability to absorb nutrients. Many essential vitamins, like D, E, and K, are fat-soluble. That means your body needs healthy fat in order to absorb them. So if you're eating salads or steamed greens without fat, you might be flushing most of those nutrients away. Adding a few avocado slices to your salad could increase nutrient absorption by as much as 15 times. So let's recap. Heart health? Check, nah. Blood pressure support? Check. Better vision? Absolutely. Stronger nutrient absorption? Yes, and then some. Whether mashed onto toast, diced into salad, or blended into a smoothie, avocados offer a delicious and effective way to power up your health every day. And if you're wondering how to combine avocados with other longevity-boosting ingredients, stick around. We'll cover food pairings later in this video. Ready for the next fruit that can actually heal your body from the inside out? Let's move on to the next surprising superfruit for seniors, coming up on page 2, picking up from where we left off, with the incredible benefits of avocados. Let's keep the momentum going. It's amazing, isn't it? Just half an avocado a day can supercharge your heart, vision, and even your body's ability to absorb other essential nutrients. It's like nature's multivitamin, except creamy, delicious, and easy to use. So the big question is, what's next? What other fruits offer that same incredible potential to protect your health, support graceful aging, and elevate your daily energy? Let's move to number 3 on our must-eat fruit list for seniors. And it's a classic, the apple. Apples, the fiber-fueled guardian of your gut, heart, and blood sugar crisp. Refreshing, instantly recognizable. Apples are one of the most beloved fruits in the world, and for very good reason. Especially for those over 60, this simple fruit can deliver complex benefits. Let's begin where many health issues originate, your gut. As we age, the digestive system can become less efficient. Things slow down, nutrients aren't absorbed as effectively, and issues like bloating, constipation, and poor immunity begin to creep in. That's where apples shine. Apples are rich in pectin, a unique type of soluble fiber that doesn't just bulk up your stool. It feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut. Think of it like fertilizer for your internal garden. When your gut flora is thriving, it boosts digestion, strengthens your immune system, and even sharpens mental clarity. In fact, scientists have found that a strong gut microbiome is directly linked to everything from better mood and memory to reduced inflammation and a stronger immune response. But apples don't stop there. They're also phenomenal for heart health. Here's how. Pectin fiber binds with cholesterol in your digestive tract, helping to flush it out of your system before it enters your bloodstream. That means lower LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, and over time, this can significantly reduce your risk of heart attacks or strokes. Even better, apples contain powerful plant compounds called flavonoids, particularly quercetin. This antioxidant not only helps reduce chronic inflammation, a root cause of heart disease, but also relaxes blood vessels, improving circulation and easing strain on your heart. What does that mean for you? Easier breathing, more energy, a stronger, more resilient cardiovascular system just from eating an apple a day. And we haven't even gotten to the blood sugar benefits yet. The sweet fruit that doesn't spike your sugar. Yes, apples are sweet. But unlike cookies or soda, apples have a low glycemic load, meaning they won't send your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride. Thanks to their high fiber content, apples slow down the digestion of sugars, leading to steadier blood sugar levels. This is huge for older adults managing insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes, where sugar spikes can be dangerous and exhausting. And because apples are high in water and fiber, they're incredibly satisfying. That means you feel full longer and are less likely to snack on something less healthy later in the day. Smart, right? Now here's a surprising bonus. Chewing apples stimulates saliva production, which is key for oral health. Saliva helps wash away bacteria and prevent dry mouth, which is a common issue among seniors. This can help lower your risk of cavities and gum disease, both of which are linked to heart disease and systemic inflammation. So, whether it's red, green, or golden, This timeless fruit is one of the easiest and smartest ways to support nearly every system in your aging body. A simple habit with lasting impact one. Apple a day, whole, sliced, or blended into a smoothie, can keep your heart healthy, your gut happy, your blood sugar balanced, and your teeth strong. It's that easy, and if you're looking for variety, try different types. Granny Smiths offer a tart punch, Honeycrisps are sweet and juicy, and Fuji apples give you that perfect balance. Keep the peel on for maximum fiber and antioxidant benefit. Now, let's move on to our number 2 fruit. This one isn't as common in the average lunchbox, but for seniors, it's worth every bite. Pomegranate, the jewel of heart and brain health. This ruby red treasure may not be your go-to grocery staple, but if you're over 60, it might just become your new favorite. Pomegranate seeds, or arils, as they're technically called, are bursting with punic elegans, a unique antioxidant compound that has shown to significantly reduce oxidative stress in the arteries. And that matters. Why? Because as we age, our blood vessels become less flexible, blood flow slows, and the heart has to work harder. Over time, that can lead to high blood pressure, chronic fatigue, and serious cardiovascular disease. A study published in the Journal of Atherosclerosis found that punic elegans can reduce arterial inflammation by over 30%, helping to keep your blood vessels smooth, elastic, and strong. In fact, research shows pomegranates have 3 times the antioxidant power of red wine or green tea. Think about that the next time you're sipping your morning cup. Blood pressure benefits backed by science here is where it gets even more exciting. Studies show that drinking just 1 cup of pomegranate juice a day can lower systolic blood pressure by as much as 5 to 21%, a substantial benefit for anyone managing hypertension. And if you've been told your numbers are creeping up or your doctor is suggesting medication, pomegranate could be a powerful natural ally. Just remember, always opt for 100% pure pomegranate juice with no added sugars. Or better yet, enjoy the fresh seeds in a bowl, on your salad, or mixed into yogurt, a boost for your brain. Pomegranate isn't just good for the heart, it also gives your brain a serious upgrade. A landmark study from UCLA found that adults who drank pomegranate juice daily performed significantly better on verbal memory tests than those who didn't. Why is that? Punic acid and other polyphenols in pomegranate cross the blood-brain barrier, reducing inflammation and protecting neurons from age-related decline. And for seniors concerned about memory loss, dementia, or even Alzheimer's, this is a hopeful and delicious step toward prevention. Imagine having better memory recall, sharper thinking, and more mental clarity just from adding a little pomegranate to your routine. Versatile and vibrant. The best part? Pomegranate is incredibly versatile. Sprinkle the seeds over oatmeal or Greek yogurt. Add a splash of juice to your morning smoothie. Toss the arils into salads for a juicy pop of flavor, or simply enjoy a small bowl. As a light, refreshing snack. Just be careful with white clothing. These little red gems like to leave their mark. Up next, the most surprising fruit to avoid. Now that we've explored 3 fruits that can nourish your heart, enhance your digestion, and sharpen your brain, you might be wondering, what comes next? Well, we're about to take a turn and explore the other side of the fruit bowl, because not all fruits are your friend after 60. Up next, the final fruit on our list, a sweet, juicy favorite that many seniors eat regularly, not realizing that it may be quietly undermining their health. Can you guess what it is? Stay with us as we reveal the number 1 fruit to avoid at all costs, right here on Senior Health Boost. We've just uncovered how pomegranates can be a powerful ally in protecting the heart and boosting brain power. But what if you're someone who struggles to chew or prefers not to eat whole fruit? That's where pomegranate juice steps in. Pomegranate juice. Easy to sip, big on benefits. Here's something many seniors will appreciate. You don't need to chew anything to get the benefits of pomegranate. Pomegranate juice delivers many of the same cardiovascular and cognitive advantages as the fresh arils. And for those with sensitive teeth, gum issues, or dentures, this makes it even more appealing. But there's a key point to keep in mind. Not all pomegranate juices are created equal. Make sure you're drinking 100% pure pomegranate juice, not a sugary juice cocktail blend. Added sugars can undo many of the benefits and spike your blood sugar, exactly what we want to avoid. You don't need a full glass every day either. Just a small splash in your morning smoothie or a half cup in the afternoon is enough to deliver big benefits over time. It's also worth noting that pomegranates have a low glycemic index, meaning they release sugar into your bloodstream more gradually. This is especially important for seniors managing type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetic conditions, a growing concern in aging populations. There is one small caution. If you're currently taking blood thinners, talk to your doctor first. Pomegranate may mildly interact with certain medications. Safety first, always. Still, for the vast majority of older adults, this fruit can be a game changer, helping maintain a vibrant heart, stable blood pressure, and a brain that feels younger than its years. Now, if you're ready to meet the top, fruit for longevity, cognitive clarity, and joint support, let's move on to number 1 on our list. Berries, the ultimate brain and heart protectors, sweet, colorful, and bursting with goodness, berries aren't just a tasty snack. They're one of the most medically recommended fruits for seniors, and for good reason. From blueberries to raspberries to blackberries, these small, mighty fruits are brimming with age-defying compounds. Let's begin with their most impressive trait: brain protection. Berries, especially blueberries, contain compounds called anthocyanins, which give them their vivid blue, red, and purple hues. But these pigments do far more than make your fruit bowl look pretty. Anthocyanins are powerful antioxidants that fight inflammation and help maintain communication between neurons in your brain. In other words, they help keep your mind sharp. Delay brain aging naturally, you might be wondering. Do berries really make a difference? According to research published in the Annals of Neurology, seniors who eat just 2 servings of blueberries per week may experience cognitive aging that's 2.5 years slower than their peers. Let that sink in. That means someone who regularly eats blueberries can retain the brain function of a person 2.5 years younger. It's not magic. It's science. These compounds can cross the blood-brain barrier, reducing oxidative damage, improving memory recall, and helping protect against dementia. For those concerned about Alzheimer's or general memory decline, berries should absolutely be a part of your daily routine, and the benefits don't stop there. Improve balance, coordination, and reduce. Falls falling is one of the biggest risks facing seniors, leading to serious injuries and hospital visits. But regular berry consumption has been linked to better balance and coordination, 2 factors essential for staying steady on your feet. This means fewer slips, fewer trips, and a greater sense of independence. Now, let's shift our focus to the heart. Heart health in every bite. Berries support cardiovascular function in multiple ways. They reduce arterial stiffness, keeping blood flowing smoothly. They lower blood pressure, easing the strain on your heart. They decrease inflammation markers, which are tied to heart attacks and strokes. In fact, several studies show that people who regularly eat berries have a significantly reduced risk of heart disease, a leading cause of death among older Americans. Sugar. Stability and digestive support. Worried about sugar? Don't be. Despite their sweetness, berries are very low on the glycemic index and packed with fiber, about 8 grams per cup. That's enough to help stabilize blood sugar levels after meals, prevent insulin spikes, slow digestion for longer-lasting energy, promote regular bowel movements. They're also gentle on your digestive system, which can become more sensitive with age. Simple ways to add berries to your dayberries are perhaps the easiest fruit to incorporate into your daily life. Add them to your morning oatmeal or Greek yogurt. Blend them into a smoothie with spinach and almond milk. Toss them over a salad for a fresh twist. Enjoy them frozen as a guilt-free dessert. No prep needed, no peeling, chopping, or cooking. Even better, their natural sweetness satisfies cravings without reaching for processed desserts that spike blood sugar and increase inflammation. The mood and energy boost you didn't expect. Have you ever noticed that certain foods make you feel lighter, more energized, less foggy? That's not your imagination. Berries contain polyphenols that influence not just physical health, but mental well-being too. They help regulate neurotransmitters, support emotional balance, and reduce the oxidative stress that contributes to fatigue and low mood. Just 1 cup a day can provide a noticeable lift in clarity, energy, and overall outlook, a subtle but powerful shift that builds over time. Small fruit, massive impact too. Recap: berries can help you think faster, remember better, move more steadily, and feel younger, inside and out. They're low in calories, high in nutrients, and absolutely delicious. So, what's the best kind of berry? That's the beauty of it. Mix and match to your heart's content. Blueberries for the brain, raspberries for fiber, blackberries for antioxidants, strawberries for vitamin C. Each one adds something special to your health arsenal. Up next, the danger lurking in your fruit bowl now before you fill your shopping cart with fruit and call it a day. There's one more crucial thing you need to know. Not all fruits are created equal. In fact, there's one fruit, sweet, popular, and frequently marketed as healthy, that could be quietly undermining your energy, damaging your brain, and elevating your blood sugar more than you think, and you might be eating it regularly without a second thought. In the next section, we'll expose the number 1 fruit seniors should avoid and reveal the science behind why it may be doing far more harm than good. Stick with us. You'll want to hear this only on Senior Health Boost. As we've seen, berries, especially when fresh or frozen, offer a powerhouse of benefits for seniors, from brain protection to better blood sugar control. But just as some fruits can heal, others can quietly harm. Now, let's shift our focus from the must-eat fruits to the ones that may be sabotaging your health without you even realizing it. Fruit to avoid: grapes, sweet but sneaky. Let's start with a fruit that likely sits in your refrigerator right now. Grapes. At first glance, they seem like the perfect snack. They're small, sweet, refreshing, and often marketed as heart-healthy thanks to their antioxidant content, especially the red and black varieties which contain resveratrol. But here's the catch. For older adults, grapes can be deceptively dangerous. The problem? Grapes are extremely high in sugar and very low in fiber, a combination that spells trouble for anyone trying to manage their blood sugar or maintain metabolic health. A sugar bomb in disguise. 1 single cup of grapes contains about 23 grams of natural sugar. That's roughly the same amount found in a small candy bar. Now, consider how easy it is to pop grapes into your mouth, 5, 10, 15 at a time, without ever noticing how much sugar you've consumed. There's no peeling, no slicing, and no sense of portion control. They're gone before you realize it. For older adults whose bodies don't process sugar as efficiently, that kind of hidden overload can wreak havoc on your system. Why? Because grapes offer little to slow down digestion. With their low fiber content, the sugar from grapes hits your bloodstream quickly, causing rapid blood glucose spikes, followed by insulin surges that can drain your energy and strain your organs. The real risks behind the sweetness. These sugar swings aren't just uncomfortable, they're dangerous. They raise inflammation, which is linked to arthritis pain, memory loss, and cardiovascular issues. They contribute to weight gain, especially around the belly. They increase the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, already a concern for many seniors. And we haven't even gotten to pesticides. Unless you're buying organic grapes, they often rank high on the Environmental Working Group's Dirty Dozen list, a roundup of produce most likely to contain pesticide residue. For older adults with weakened immune systems or compromised digestion, these chemicals can be far more impactful than you might think. Lastly, the grape's skin, while easy to chew, isn't offering much back. Unlike the thick, fibrous peels of apples or pears, grape skins contain minimal fiber and micronutrients, meaning they don't help mitigate the sugar impact. So, what's the bottom line? Grapes may look innocent, but for older adults trying to preserve their vitality, manage their weight, and protect their metabolism, they can quietly do more harm than good. Fruit number 3 to avoid: dried fruits. Concentrated sugar with a hidden twist next on the list. Dried fruits, and yes, this includes raisins, dried apricots, dates, and figs. They're marketed as healthy, energy-boosting snacks. They're lightweight, shelf-stable, and often found in health food stores. But don't be fooled by the packaging. The issue isn't the fruit itself. It's what happens when water is removed. The sugar trap during the drying process, the water in the fruit is evaporated, leaving behind a condensed, sugary core. A single handful of dried apricots can contain the same sugar as several full-size fresh ones, without the water and fiber that normally fill you up. That means it's incredibly easy to overdo it. You might think you're making a smart choice by reaching for a handful of raisins, but you're unknowingly flooding your system with natural sugar in a form your body absorbs almost instantly. This is particularly dangerous for seniors living with prediabetes, diabetes, or insulin resistance. But the effects don't stop with your blood sugar. Inflammation, pain, and accelerated aging. When you consume sugar-dense foods like dried fruit, your body responds with a burst of inflammation. And inflammation, especially chronic low-grade inflammation, is a silent enemy of aging. It amplifies joint pain in arthritis sufferers. It contributes to cognitive decline, slowing memory, and decision-making. It undermines your immune system, making it harder to fight off viruses or heal from illness. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, many commercial dried fruits come with additives that further complicate matters. The hidden threat: sulfites to keep dried fruits looking vibrant and shelf-stable. Manufacturers often add sulfites, chemical preservatives that maintain color and freshness. For some, they're harmless, but for others, especially older adults with respiratory issues like asthma or COPD, sulfites can trigger wheezing, coughing, shortness of breath, severe allergic reactions. Estimates suggest that 1 in 100 people may be sensitive to sulfites, and this number is even higher among the elderly. Even if you don't notice symptoms right away, repeated exposure can still contribute to inflammation and oxidative stress, further stressing the body. Not all dried fruits are equal. If you truly enjoy dried fruits and want to keep them in your diet, here's what to do. Choose unsweetened, unsulfured versions from health food stores. Stick to small portions, just 1 or 2 pieces, not handfuls. Balance them with high-fiber or high-protein foods to slow down the sugar rush. Avoid pre-packaged fruit, snacks with added sugar or coatings. But for most seniors, especially those managing blood sugar, the safest route is to opt for fresh or frozen fruits instead. Coming up next, the top 2 fruits seniors should avoid. We've covered the risks of grapes and dried fruits, 2 deceptively sweet and seemingly harmless staples. But the final 2 fruits on our avoid list, they may surprise you even more. One is often recommended for digestion, and the other is a summer favorite that many believe to be refreshing and healthy. But science tells a different story. In the next section, we'll break down the one fruit that can worsen inflammation and joint pain. A tropical favorite that spikes blood sugar faster than soda, and healthier swaps. You can make today to protect your heart, brain, and energy. You won't want to miss this part. These last two fruits may be sitting in your fruit bowl right now, and it's time to take a closer look. Stay with us as we continue our guide to smarter fruit choices on Senior Health Boost. The final 4 fruits seniors should avoid, and the subtle dangers they hide. As we close this vital conversation, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned and why it matters more than ever. Many of the fruits we've been taught to embrace might, surprisingly, be working against our health in our golden years. They may look colorful, taste sweet, and even carry that healthy label. But behind that pleasant exterior, there can be hidden dangers, especially for seniors managing chronic conditions, sensitive digestion, or complex medication regimens. 2. Green bananas. Not as friendly as you think. We often hear how bananas are great for potassium and energy, and that's mostly true. But did you know that unripe green bananas can be a completely different story? While they may look innocent on the outside, green bananas are loaded with something called resistant starch. This type of starch doesn't break down easily in your small intestine, which might sound like a good thing, except it's not for older adults with slower digestion or decreased enzyme production. As we age, our digestive motility slows down. That means foods like green bananas can sit in the gut longer, causing bloating, gas, and uncomfortable cramps. For seniors already coping with IBS or inflammatory bowel conditions, this resistant starch acts like a trigger, making symptoms worse. But that's not all. When green bananas interfere with digestion, they can also block the absorption of other nutrients in the same meal. That's a big deal, especially if you're already on medications that reduce your appetite or affect how your body absorbs vitamins and minerals. What's more, the astringent compounds in green bananas, you know, that dry, chalky feeling in your mouth, can irritate the digestive lining, potentially leading to mild inflammation over time. And compared to ripe bananas, they also lack antioxidants, which are critical for fighting inflammation and aging-related damage. So, while that bright green banana might look healthy, it's best to wait until it's fully ripe, with a few brown spots and a softer texture. That's when the starch turns into easier-to-digest sugars, and the antioxidant content climbs. Want grapefruit? A healthy food with a dangerous side now for the most surprising fruit seniors should avoid, or at the very least, approach with extreme caution. Grapefruit. Yes, the very fruit that's been promoted for decades as a weight loss tool or breakfast staple is at the top of the danger list, and here's why. Grapefruit contains compounds called furanocoumarins, which block an important enzyme in your gut known as CYP3A4. This enzyme helps your body process over 85 different medications, many of which are common among older adults. When grapefruit blocks this enzyme, your medications can build up in your bloodstream, leading to side effects that range from mild to life-threatening. Imagine this. You take your statin or blood pressure pill as prescribed, but because you also had a glass of grapefruit juice, your body can't break it down. The result? It's as if you took 4 times the dose. This isn't a theory. It's been measured. Grapefruit juice can increase the level of Lipitor, atorvastatin, in your bloodstream by more than 400%, raising the risk of muscle damage, kidney failure, or even heart rhythm disturbances. And it doesn't take much. Just half a grapefruit or a small glass of juice is enough to trigger this reaction, and the effects can last up to 72 hours. That means simply spacing your medication and grapefruit apart won't protect you. Some of the most common drugs affected include cholesterol medications like simvastatin and lovastatin, calcium channel blockers like nifedipine, anti-anxiety medications, like buspirone heart rhythm drugs such as amiodarone, antihistamines, immunosuppressants. With stakes this high, grapefruit isn't just a fruit. It's a potential health hazard for seniors on daily medications. Before consuming it, always talk to your doctor or pharmacist to ensure it's safe based on your prescriptions. So, what have we learned? Let's recap. The fruits you eat can either strengthen or sabotage your health as you age. The best fruits to support healthy aging? Avocados for heart and brain health. Apples for gut support and cholesterol balance. Pomegranates for arterial strength and memory. Berries for protecting your brain, heart, and sugar levels. The fruits you should be cautious of or avoid. Grapes for their sugar overload and pesticide residue. Dried fruits for their hidden sulfites and inflammatory sugar levels. Unripe bananas for their gut-disrupting starches. Grapefruit for its dangerous interactions with dozens of medications. It's not about fear, it's about awareness. Too often, seniors make health decisions with the best intentions, only to unknowingly choose foods that increase inflammation, raise blood sugar, or interfere with critical medications. The most dangerous part? It's subtle. A few grapes here, a little grapefruit juice there. It adds up fast. Final takeaway: small choices, big results. Health doesn't require dramatic change. It starts with small, consistent decisions. Swap grapes. For blueberries, choose ripe bananas instead of green ones. Ask your pharmacist about food-medication interactions. Focus on fruits with fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats. Remember, what you put on your plate today shapes how you move, feel, and think tomorrow. Let's hear from you. Now we want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed unexpected reactions to certain fruits? Were you surprised by anything on today's list? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your story could help someone else stay safe and informed. Like, share, and subscribe to Senior Health Boost. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with a friend or loved one, and subscribe to Senior Health Boost for more. Clear, thoughtful, and empowering content every week. Together we can age with strength, knowledge, and purpose. One smart choice at a time. Until next time, this is Senior Health Boost, cheering you on toward a life that's not just longer, but better.